Hello everybody, and welcome to my tutorial on how to get LiveSplit for Linux on CryFear. This tutorial will just go over that mostly, and a few extras at the end regarding CryFear Linux specifically. Note that this tutorial is not to speedrun the game itself, but just how to get the Autosplitter working on Linux. The resource installation is the same as the one on Windows, and for that I recommend following Kaya Knight's tutorial linked on the speedrun.com of this game. And with that being said, we're gonna get started by getting a LiveSplit version. So I'm gonna get the latest release just for this video. I usually use the thingy 1.8.29, but for the sake of this video we're just gonna use a new one. It doesn't matter which release you use as long as it's not too old. And once you have extracted it, you can just now we're gonna install protontricks, which we will need to launch LiveSplit without BWrap to get the Autosplitter working. You can install it either through your package manager or through FlatHub. If you install it through FlatHub, make sure to run this command and adjust it based on your shell. You can look up how to do this depending on which shell you use. And yeah, so you will need this, and you will need any split or anything like that from the CryFear speedrunning Discord. Speedrun.com. Then you will also need COF Linux Patcher. You will need Git to install it. This is essential as it fixes rendering issues within the game. So we're just gonna clone this and cd into it and chmod plus x COF Patcher core, which makes it an executable. Then you want to go to your Steam, CryFear, manage and browse local files, and just copy this whole thing. Okay, perfect. Then you do /COF Patcher core, and then you just paste that in, and make sure to add the backslashes in these spaces, and then click enter. As you can see, this will fix everything, and also give you a 64-bit patch of COF.exe by Andreas. And then you can just exit out of here and just remove the folder. You don't have to, I just do it. And with that, we're almost done, actually. This is how you're gonna be launching LiveSplit. I recommend saving this in a script, and because that's what I'm gonna be doing. So we're gonna do now LiveSplit video.sh. This can be whatever, it just needs to end in .sh. Then we do protontricks/launch --no-bwrap. Then you do your path to LiveSplit. Make sure it's the exact one. Then LiveSplit.exe, and this is actually just all you have to do. I just make sure that you have it correctly. We're gonna find out if I did it correctly now. For the LiveSplit video.sh, we're gonna make it an executable, and now we're gonna launch CryFear and see if it works. CryFear needs to be launched first before anything else. It doesn't matter which Proton version you use. 5.13-6 gives the best FPS in my experience, but LiveSplit doesn't work with it, so I'd use Proton 10. I'm using Proton GE, which I'll cover later in the extras section. And we have our CryFear. Now you go in your terminal and just execute your script, or just type, like, you can type it like this if you want: protontricks -launch -- no-brap /desktop /livesplit.exe. And then here select CryFear, click OK. This is gonna start LiveSplit now. Once it's loaded, you can open splits from file and get the splits that you downloaded from the speedrun.com and edit them, and like click on edit splits, make sure to activate this and click OK. Compare against game time, and now you can just click new game and see if it works, or you can do map C nightmare for a little bit quicker test. And as you can see, we have the LiveSplit working, and it's like it's fully there. Like I'm just gonna make it through like to I don't have my user config configured yet, so that's why the gameplay is kind of bad. Yeah. So we're just gonna make it here. By the way, your LiveSplit may not look like this. The timer may look a lot uglier. And anyways, as you can see, it splits and it pauses when I pause. It pauses during loading times and all that good stuff. So I'll cover the LiveSplit aesthetics in the extra sections too, but yeah, now you have a working Autosplit. Okay, we're doing the extras now. Some maps on Linux lag way more than Windows maps. Let's show an example like this one. This one, as you can see, just you just get like fucking 20 FPS. You can deal with this, and then when it's here, when it's time to b-hop, you just look up at the sky, for example, right? Or like just look straight, I guess, since like on this final part. But yeah, some maps like lag a lot, so you're gonna have to like get used to that. Maybe find a workaround. I've like for this map, you can just look straight up at the speed hopping section. But yeah, the main point here is that some maps will lag way more than on Windows. And one other thing I want to mention is that I think like having CatchOS here helps a lot. I used to get way worse FPS on like other distros. CatchOS just like it's probably the cache kernels and like scheduling and all that really helps the FPS better. So I recommend getting their kernels and stuff. And that's pretty much it for the extra section. Oh wait, yeah, the LiveSplit aesthetic. Basically, you have to install the fonts because they're not installed here by default. So you do protontricks, and then you get the CryFear app ID, and you do all fonts. And it's gonna take a while. If it fails, just try again later. Or if you know, like maybe your internet went out for a second, just try again when it's there. As you can see, mine are already installed. But yeah, that will install all the fonts and like make your LiveSplit that much prettier. Otherwise, that's pretty much it. Happy speedrunning, guys. Another small thing I remembered while editing this video about the Proton GE. I just get my Proton GE versions by using Proton Up Qt. You can download this on FlatHub. It just gets you Proton custom Proton versions easily. other than gproton, like also proton cache os, boxtron, and all that good stuff. And that's pretty much it. Once you install it on Steam, you just have to exit Steam and restart it to be able to use it for CryFear. I don't know how much of a difference it makes, but I don't think it's significant.